Hi, I hope you're doing well. Welcome to this little corner of the internet. My name is Danielle, and I am the booktuber person over here who likes to chat about books and stories and other things that I could possibly put up in the future. But today I am chatting about the Under the Mistletoe collection that Amazon put out. This was a hot mess express, and I'm so excited to chat about it because I have no one else to talk to about this. So I'm going to talk to you guys because, yeah, this put me in a reading slump. It did. It really, really did, which is sad because the point of this was to kick off cozy Christmas vibes for me. I actually read all of these in November, and obviously it's midway through December at least, depending on when this gets posted. So yeah, it put me in a reading slump that I then went back and reverted to a bunch of rereads. And I think it did not live up to the expectations that I had for it. Now, some disclaimers. These are all authors who are big enough that Amazon said, hey, do you want to be part of this novella collection that we're going to put out for free? Okay. Every single one of these books on Goodreads has at least 30,000 reviews. Ali Hazelwood does have 90,000, but 30,000 is not chump change in terms of reviews. Like, that is a significant amount of reviews. And there are a lot of people who know these authors and read their books. So, yes, I am going to be ranking them. No, I would not do this for indie authors because that's not okay. Two, the way I'm ranking them, a lot of it has to do with its vibes to Christmas. Because I feel like this was created as a way to get in the spirit for the holidays. And I think it was an utter letdown. I think they failed on the overall. I know novellas are short. I know that they don't have as much time to flush things out. But oh my god, the sheer lack of Christmas vibes in some of these, I was like, guys, you do know that you were supposed to write this for Christmas, right? Or the holiday season. Doesn't matter. Doesn't have to be Christmas. Holiday season. Okay, anyways, I'm going to jump in because, oh my god, I could just talk about how much this put me in a slump, but I won't because I already have enough. Now, I'm going to rank these in order of which I enjoy them the least to the best, and I am going to share their Goodreads rating because they just kind of flopped. Some of them are okay. There are some that did not even hit 3 stars, which for some of these popular authors, I thought was a little surprising. So yeah, let's jump in. My very least favorite was Merry Ever After by Tessa Bailey. Tessa Bailey fans, do not come at me. I do enjoy her writing. I did not enjoy this. I did not enjoy the couple. I just did not. Yeah. As a person who is dabbling in sewing, I thought I was gonna really enjoy the fact that she's like a seamstress and does the things, and but she also has a 5-month-old, and I'm like, excuse me, you're a single mom of a 5-month-old and you're able to do sewing on the side? No, you're not. No, you're not. That's a lie. Anyone could do that. I just know for me personally, I would not be able to. I have a almost 11-month-old, and I have to make sure that there are eyes on her because she gets in everything. To be fair, she's mobile, but even when she was that young. Anyways, I'm gonna go down a rabbit hole. I shouldn't. I did not enjoy the main characters. The You're Gonna Want to Be My Woman, didn't like that. Not for me. I know people like that. If that's your thing, go right ahead. This is for you. It was not for me. The other thing, and this is where I'm ranking the hardest, is it did not feel like Christmas. It did not feel like the holidays. I did not enjoy that. It literally had a passing mention, it felt like. And I could have read this in the summer, and I probably would feel the exact same way I feel about it now, except for I wouldn't have been as disappointed because I wanted to read something Christmassy. So that's why it's getting last for me. And on Goodreads, for 55,000, almost 56,000 ratings, it got a 2.81. There are some definitely quotes in there that I just skimmed when I was looking at Goodreads that made me be like, oh yeah, this is why I didn't like it. Read at your own risk is what I would say about that one. Coming in fourth, we've got All by My Elf by Olivia Dade. And this one could have been a brochure. Like, it felt this could have been a one shot, not even a brochure. This could be the fanfic one shot that you read that has like a song or a songfic, and you're like, oh my god, yes, this is so cute. I love they're coming together, blah, blah, blah. It didn't even need to be a novella to me. That's how very like surface it felt. I know that it's hard to get deep with novellas, but you could have gotten deeper than that. And I hate that because the only other book I've read by Olivia Dade I did really enjoy. I appreciate that she has larger female main characters. I am a larger female. I'm not a main character. I just exist. I was gonna call myself an FMC. I'm not. But anyways, so I appreciate that representation a lot. I just did not enjoy this one. Yeah. And it also didn't feel like, it was definitely like, hey, this is taking place in the holiday season, which was good, but like barely so. Yeah. Yeah. That's how I rank that one. And on Goodreads with 37,000 reviews, almost 38, this came in at 2.61. This was the lowest rated one of the 5 collection, which I don't know if that's just because it was rough or the fat phobia. I don't know. Still, it was rough, and I don't see myself as a fat phobic person. Now, coming in 3 is the book that actually brought me to the collection, and that is Cruel Winter with You by Ali Hazelwood. I really wanted to love it. I wanted this to be number 1. It was not number 1 for me. And honestly, I think the reason it wasn't number 1 is it didn't leave anything wanting, which feels wrong to say, but I don't know. Like, I didn't need any more time with them in a very like meh kind of way. Like, I didn't feel as bought into the relationship, if that makes sense. And it didn't feel Christmassy. It didn't feel, the holiday thing really hurt this one, because I really like Ali Hazelwood's novellas. I read her Steminist collection, which is a trio. And I really like how she is able to tell a story in novellas with the jump back and forth. She does a really great job. And so I think really the reason this one is third is because it just didn't feel as holiday-y, and I didn't like care to really spend any more time with them. Like her other I know that sounds weird because like, oh, then the story's complete. No, because her other like novellas, I like want more of the characters because I love them and I want to spend more time with them. And then I read the other Steminist novels because they're in them and I get to see them again. That's what I mean. I hope that makes sense. It makes sense to me. So we're going to move on after I tell you the Goodreads rating, because that's important. This one has the highest number of ratings, and it is at 3.71, which is also the like highest like rated book as well, which makes sense because it is Ali Hazelwood. A lot of people have been coming back to her. I think she got like a new wave of fans with Bride that got published, which was a good time. I really enjoyed that. That was my first Ali Hazelwood. Crazy. Anyways, so that was a third. And then next two are going to be a tie for me. I just really enjoyed them both. I really wanted to spend more time with these characters, and they felt like it was taking place at the holidays. Like, I wish I had honestly just read maybe the Ali Hazelwood one and these two, and that is the Merriment and Mayhem by Alexandria Bellafleur, and then The Only Santas in the Building by Alexis Daria. They were so cute. They were cutesy, they were short and sweet. I wanted to spend more time with the characters, so I was a little sad they ended, and they felt like they were taking place at the holidays. They felt flushed out. I'll talk about the Merriment and Mayhem one first. Merriment and Mayhem is the perfect title for this book because it's just like a little chaosy, but like sweet, and like male main character was so like kind and considerate, and it was like, you know, a series of unfortunate events for the female main character, and there's like roots of loss. There was like actual depth in this one, and I don't think I've ever read anything by her before. This is this makes me want to read more of her, which I think is a great opportunity for a lot of these books. Like if you are asked to be a part of this, yes, you already have a good following, but this is an opportunity for you to get new readers, because I read this series because of Ali Hazelwood, which I'm sure a lot of people did because she has 91,000 ratings, and The Merriment and Mayhem has 35,000 ratings at 3.33, which is the second lowest. Yeah. The two second lowest ratings, like number of ratings, are my two favorites. And so people might not have been reading them before. And so I don't know. Yeah. That's The Merriment and Mayhem. I really enjoyed it. This is definitely a book that is making me want to read more of her work. Was everything perfect? No, absolutely not. But it's a novella. And it's a smutty novella. Like, it's not going to be perfect. And then lastly, Only Santa's in the Building by Alexis Daria. That was my other tie for first place. This one was also, it just felt cute and like, was it impractical? Absolutely. Did it make a ton of sense? Like, if this had been a full-length novel, it wouldn't have made sense, I don't think, because it would have made more sense had it been a full-length novel, because there would have been more things to flesh out. So there were some things that were rushed, but like, it felt like a holiday book. It gave me the holiday vibes. It made me want to spend more time with these characters. And this is another one that makes me want to read more of her work. I've never read anything else by her that I recall. So I really think that is the whole point. Final thoughts. This put me in a reading slump. Hardcore. And I think it's because the last one that I read, because I did not read them in order, I just kind of read them what felt good, which is probably not great because I read All by My Elf as the last one. Lame, right? In terms of where my ratings ended up. It was one of my least favorite, and it's the last one I read. As a whole, I just think this collection was a little bit of a flop. I think they had such a great opportunity to do something really cool, and it just, at least for me, did not work. Now, there were a lot of different tropes for a lot of different types of people by a lot of different authors, and they're authors that obviously I have not read. They're authors that I have read, and I appreciate when authors do this kind of thing, but I also know they're going to get that bag, and I feel like the same level of care doesn't always go into these projects. And so highly recommend you checking it out. Check it out with content warnings though. And maybe don't read all 5 if they don't sound appealing to you. I wanted to read all 5 because I was like, yeah, why not? If it doesn't sound good to you, do not read it. If you do not like that author, do not read it. It will put you in a slump. And that's a bummer. Unless you're like me and slumps just mean you get to go hang out with your rereads, then it's kind of like, yeah, that's all right. But this felt like a very rambly video. I just really wanted to talk about it with someone, and I have a lot of feelings, obviously, because, well, if you're at this point, you probably read or listened to them all. Yeah, so those are my thoughts on the end of the Mistletoe collection. It was what it was. Am I glad I read it? I don't know. I did find some new authors that I am excited to check out more of. There are others that I wish I could scrub some of those lines from my brain. If you're not interested in reading the actual books, maybe go read some of the reviews on Goodreads. Because, yeah, it was rough. Literally. And both figuratively. So I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your holiday season, a good close to the year, and that you are reading things that do not put you into reading slumps, because that's lame. I will see you soon, and see you next time.